Without the lion, Hercules sleeps his whole life away. Nobody remembers Hercules for the years there was nothing to fight. They remember the labors, the lion, the hydra, the boar. Take the hard thing away, and you don't get a better version of him. You get a man dreaming his life away in comfort, and nobody ever tells stories about that man. The iron never lies to you. Out in the world, somebody will tell you that you're gifted, and somebody else will tell you that you're finished, sometimes in the same week. Neither one is the truth. Rollins built his whole philosophy of the weight room around one plain fact: 200 pounds is always 200 pounds. It doesn't inflate for your ego, and it doesn't apologize for your bad morning. It just sits there, honest, waiting to find out if you're honest too. That's the actual cost of skipping the hard thing this morning. Not the missed rep, but the missed encounter with something that can't be talked into an opinion of you. Compliments and criticism both evaporate. The bar in your hands doesn't. Every morning you avoid it, you're choosing to live inside somebody's opinion instead of inside the one measurement that never lies. And the debt compounds in a specific direction. The longer you avoid the honest weight, the more comfortable you get inside flattering opinions, your own included. You start believing the story where you're basically fine, basically disciplined, basically doing the work. The iron would tell you otherwise in about 4 seconds. That's exactly why most people quietly stop showing up to it. Notice the shape of the excuse when it arrives. It never says, "I'm avoiding the truth." It says, "I'll go tomorrow when I'm fresher," or "Today's not the day to test myself." That's not caution, that's postponing the one interaction in your entire day guaranteed not to lie to you, in favor of every other interaction that will. Choose which one you actually want feedback from. Epictetus told his students to picture Hercules with no lion, no hydra, no boar to fight, and asked what he would have done with all that ease. Wrapped himself up and slept his whole life away, is the answer, because without the hard things to push against, there's no Hercules to become. He wouldn't have been Hercules at all. Just a man with unusual strength, dreaming his years away in luxury. Tim Grover built his entire career around a colder version of the same idea. The cleaners he trained didn't wait to feel like doing the work. They decided, committed, acted, and repeated, because the work doesn't care what mood you brought to it. He told his athletes plainly. He wasn't asking them to love the grind, only to want the result badly enough that whether they loved the grind became irrelevant. Rollins puts the same demand in physical terms. The iron will always kick you the real deal, whether the world just told you that you're a god or a total bastard. Friends may come and go, but 200 pounds is always 200 pounds. And showing up to something that honest every morning is how you find out who you actually are underneath both stories. There's a reason all three land on the same instruction from completely different centuries and completely different disciplines. A Roman ex-slave teaching philosophy, an ex-punk singer writing about barbells, a performance coach training the best athletes alive. None of them found an easier road. They all found the same one. Go toward the thing that tells the truth, not away from it. Put those three together and the standard is this: the hard thing isn't the obstacle to who you're becoming. It's the only forge that makes the becoming real. No lion, no hero. No honest weight, no honest man. No decision to act regardless of mood. No cleaner. Notice what none of them are promising. Epictetus doesn't promise the lion gets smaller once you've fought it a few times. A new one shows up, because a life with no more labors is exactly the wrapped-up sleep he warned against. Grover doesn't promise the work eventually feels good. Rollins doesn't promise the iron gets lighter with respect for your track record. All three describe the same arrangement from different centuries. The hard thing keeps being hard on purpose, because that's the only condition under which it keeps forging anything at all. Today you will find the equivalent of the lion, the task you'd rather skip, and you will not skip it. Today you will let the work answer honestly instead of asking the people around you for a verdict on how you're doing. Today you will decide, commit, and act before you check whether you feel ready, because readiness was never actually the requirement. Today you will treat the hardest hour as the forge, not the interruption, the exact place where today's version of you gets made. Hercules needed the lion. You need this morning. Go meet it. Win before they wake.